Today, we're covering 15 new futuristic innovations you can't afford to miss that are leading to some of the biggest changes in how we live, work, and interact with the world. So let's dive straight into the list. Number 15, advanced nuclear and fusion technologies. For decades, nuclear fusion was considered the ultimate clean energy challenge. Fusion works by fusing lightweight atoms, like hydrogen, to release massive amounts of energy, the same process that powers the sun. Unlike today's nuclear reactors, it produces little long-lived waste and no carbon emissions. In 2025, experiments are breaking records. In France, a reactor held plasma stable for more than 22 minutes, and China's artificial sun projects are hitting their own milestones. Private companies are also raising billions to scale the technology. If fusion becomes practical, it could power entire cities with virtually limitless clean energy. Number 14, next-gen batteries and structural battery composites. Batteries are the backbone of modern tech, but current ones are heavy, slow to charge, and sometimes risky. So now, solid-state batteries are the next step. Toyota announced plans to launch vehicles with solid-state cells before 2030, promising ranges over 700 miles and charging in 10 minutes. Samsung and QuantumScape are running large-scale trials too. On top of that, researchers are testing structural batteries, where the car frame itself stores energy. A prototype at Chalmers University showed a battery 20% lighter than today's packs. If scaled, this means phones that last days and cars or planes that store power in their own bodies. The challenge now is mass production. Number 13, clean and autonomous transportation. Transportation is being reinvented right in front of us. Electric cars that once struggled with range are now crossing 500 miles on a single charge. Robotaxis are no longer futuristic demos. They're picking up passengers in major cities, while autonomous trucks are clocking millions of miles on highways without human hands on the wheel. And it doesn't stop on the ground. Airlines are flying commercial routes with sustainable fuels, and startups are testing hybrid electric planes that could change regional travel forever. Even drones are stepping in as delivery fleets. Put it all together, and we're watching the entire system of movement become cleaner, smarter, and astonishingly automated. Number 12, smart cities and urban intelligence. Cities aren't just getting bigger, they're getting smarter. In 2025, urban areas are wired with sensors that keep traffic moving, adjust water use on the fly, and even predict power surges before they turn into blackouts. Singapore runs digital twins of entire neighborhoods to test projects virtually before a single brick is laid. In Seoul, AI traffic systems have shaved nearly 20% off commute times. And even the basics, like street lights, are adapting by dimming when no one's around. These upgrades are turning crowded cities into places that run smoother, waste less, and keep millions of people safer. Number 11, Internet of Things and the Internet of Everything. The Internet of Things isn't just about smart fridges anymore. It's running whole industries. Farmers now use soil sensors to figure out exactly when to water, which boosts crop yields and saves tons of water. Factories watch thousands of machines in real time so they can fix problems before breakdowns happen. Shipping companies track every single package down to the second and reroute instantly if something goes wrong. And in 2025, edge computing makes it even faster because the data is processed right where it's collected. For us, that means fewer shortages, smoother deliveries, and systems that don't fail when we need them the most. Number 10, osmotic and ocean energy systems. Solar and wind get all the attention, but there's another power source hiding in plain sight. The ocean. Osmotic energy comes from mixing fresh water and salt water, and new membrane designs in 2025 are finally making it realistic. Pilot plants in Europe are showing it can run day and night, unlike solar or wind. Some scientists believe it could eventually supply up to 20% of the world's electricity, especially in coastal regions where billions of people live. If it scales, that means cleaner power that never shuts off when the sun sets or the wind dies down. Number 9, wearables and body-integrated tech. Smartwatches were just the beginning. In 2025, wearables are moving into everyday healthcare. Earbuds that track heart rate and stress levels are getting FDA approval. Smart fabrics are showing up in sports gear that measures hydration and muscle fatigue. Medical patches are even delivering drugs automatically without needles. And the market's exploding. Over 600 million wearables are expected to be sold this year alone. For people, it's not just about counting steps anymore. It's about catching health problems early, sharing data directly with doctors, and turning clothes, shoes, and earbuds into tools that actually keep us healthier. Number 8. Smart and metamaterials. Think about windows that tint automatically when the sun's too bright, or walls that silence outside noise on command. That's the promise of smart and metamaterials. They're engineered to bend light, sound, or heat in ways nature can't. In 2025, researchers are already testing self-healing concrete for bridges and roads, and companies are designing lighter materials for phones and cars. The global smart materials market is worth tens of billions and growing fast. Why does it matter? Because these materials can make buildings last longer, electronics weigh less, and renewable systems like wind turbines run more efficiently. Number 7. Marine and ocean robotics. We have mapped more of Mars than the Earth's oceans, which cover 70% of the planet, but that's changing fast. In 2025, fleets of underwater robots are exploring seafloors, inspecting pipelines, and tracking fish populations. These machines dive deeper and stay down longer than any human, sending back huge amounts of data. Governments are investing heavily because healthy oceans mean stable climates and food supplies. Shipping companies use robotic subs to check ships and plan safer routes. For the rest of us, it means better protection of marine ecosystems and a clearer picture of how oceans are changing our climate. Number 6. Quantum and hybrid computing. Classical computers hit a wall when problems get too complex, but quantum computers work in a whole new way. By using qubits, they can process many possibilities at once. In 2025, prototypes have already passed the 1,000-qubit mark, a big step toward real-world use. The real breakthrough comes with hybrid systems, where quantum processors team up with supercomputers. They're being tested for drug discovery, financial models, and even predicting climate patterns. Governments and private companies are pouring billions into this race. For everyday life, this could one day mean faster medical breakthroughs, stronger cybersecurity, and smarter global systems. Number 5. Agentic and autonomous AI systems. And if you're here watching this video, you probably already know this one by now. AI isn't just answering questions anymore, it's starting to take action. Agentic AI systems can plan, adapt, and execute tasks across multiple steps. In 2025, these tools are already running business workflows, booking appointments, analyzing large data sets, and even negotiating contracts. Think of it as moving from AI that talks to AI that actually does. The shift is big, because it means parts of daily work, from scheduling to financial analysis, are now handled automatically in the background. It's efficient, but it also raises tough questions about oversight, accountability, and how much decision-making we're comfortable giving to machines. Number 4. Neurotech and brain-computer interfaces. Brain-computer interfaces are no longer theory. They're in real human trials. Companies like Neuralink and Synchron have implanted devices that let paralyzed patients type or move cursors using only their thoughts. Non-invasive headbands that track brainwaves are also advancing, giving users control over apps or prosthetics. In 2024, a patient even posted on social media directly through brain activity. Regulators in the US and Australia have approved human testing, and defense agencies are funding next-gen research. By 2025, the focus is shifting from lab breakthroughs to rehabilitation medicine, where thought-controlled technology could restore independence to people with severe disabilities. Number 3. Synthetic biology and living materials. Synthetic biology is about reprogramming cells like code. In 2025, startups are engineering microbes to make fuels, plastics, and new medicines more sustainably. Cultured meat is moving beyond prototypes, with pilot plants producing tons of lab-grown chicken and beef. Scientists are also creating living materials, such as concrete with bacteria that fills its own cracks, extending the life of roads and bridges. The global synthetic biology market is already worth over $20 billion and rising quickly. For everyday life, this means more sustainable food, longer-lasting infrastructure, and treatments that adapt inside the body. Biology as a powerful design tool. Number 2, AI governance and trust platforms. AI is already shaping who gets hired, what loans are approved, and how healthcare is delivered. That's why trust has become just as important as capability. In 2025, governments are rolling out rules like the EU AI Act. And companies are pouring money into tools that audit algorithms for bias, protect privacy, and track accountability. Big firms are deploying compliance dashboards the same way they use financial audits. You may never see these systems, but they're the guardrails that make AI safe to use at scale. Without them, adoption stalls. With them, AI becomes a tool society can actually rely on. Number 1, immersive reality and spatial computing. Forget staring at flat screens. In 2025, digital content is stepping into our physical space. Spatial computing blends the real and virtual, turning rooms into interactive environments. New headsets now deliver 4K visuals per eye, real-time hand tracking, and holograms that stay anchored to your desk or wall. Universities are opening spatial computing labs for training doctors and engineers, while retailers test AR shopping where products float in front of you before you buy. The shift is scale. It's no longer just gaming gear, it's entering offices, hospitals, and factories, changing how we collaborate, learn, and experience information every day. If you made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below.